Alrighty, hello everyone, Chris here, and we are back with Mass Effect. Well, good news in regard to the dog. She definitely seems to be over her jet lag and her tummy problems. But so she's running around, trying to play with everyone, but she's crying because nobody does. Bailey does, but Bailey doesn't want to hurt her, which is adorable. Bailey is becoming very protective of her, which is absolutely precious. I love to see it. So let me know, chat, and I shall bring her down so you can see her for yourselves. All 4 pounds of her. And if I am correct, we should have every quest done. For now, let me just do a quick rundown. Yeah, that's done. That's done. Da 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 da. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Okay.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Yep. Good old Exogeny. Corporate scumbags that they are. Oh, so that does count. Yeah, you can sometimes get some quests by being up and down here, but sometimes you can just stumble upon them too.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
So yeah, the ship is now ours. Let's go.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Damn right.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice on that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Udina's such a prick, but can kinda get it. Under a lot of stress, he is.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
All right.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
I think I deserve the whole story.
Here we go.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Jesus.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make...
Why'd you let him get...
I had a bad feeling about him right from the start.
There
The
we
only
go.
thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren.
We had
I wanna know-
intel on... The plan was simple.
The only thing
You're
I
right,
care about...
Commander. It's
Huh,
no good
Jesus.
living in the past.
I always find it funny how they can get you like in an infinite loop unless you know how to get out of that conversation. I think that's a little bit of an oversight, but who cares?
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city.
Coruscant.
Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
What do you know about Armiston Baines?
Where did you hear that name? Never mind, I don't want to know. Baines is dead. Has been for quite some time.
The people I spoke with seem to think he was still alive.
It's not common knowledge. Military's keeping it under wraps. Baines was doing some high-level work for the Alliance. Stuff even I wasn't aware of. One day he turns up dead on a drifting scout ship. Everyone suspects it was foul play, but it was never officially investigated.
What can you tell me about the ship?
I don't know much about it. You should talk to Admiral Kahoku. One of his crews discovered Baines' body.
I spoke to Kahoku. He never brought it up.
You should mention Baines the next time you see him. See if he'll tell you anything. Is there anything else, Commander?
Wow, that... That was quite the transition.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Bam. Give me some codex entries for that. Inspect. There we go. Now the Normandy's all scanned. You know what the hell? Let's go and talk to Admiral Kahoku. Just before we leave.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Ugh, I love how the elevators are so short now. Let me see. Where was he? Okay, he's in the tower. Might as well talk to him just for fun. There he is. He's right here.
No, I'm waiting. Commander, any luck finding my recon group?
Captain Anderson said you had information on Baines.
Not as much as I'd like to. One of my crews found him, frozen stiff on board a derelict vessel. The missing recon group? The one I sent you to find? They were scouting the system we found Baines' ship in.
You should have mentioned this earlier, Admiral.
Baines is already dead. It's too late for him. I'm only concerned about my team. Someone has to find them. Please, Shepard, I'm counting on you.
Alright. Nice little unique dialogue there. No, I don't see Emily Wong here yet, so I think I have to do another main mission first. Really quick, just to be sure. I can't help it. Curse my OCD. Okay, the couple ain't here yet. Okay, we are out of here.
Do you ever regret leaving Citadel security to pursue Saren, Garrus?
Fighting a rogue Spectre with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way? I'd say that beats CSEC.
I'm pleased that the imminent destruction of all organic life has improved your career opportunities.
Oh, I love the banter between these two specifically. And Anderson is gone. Here we go.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Now we do this my way. Yeah, now. Here we go.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of. Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space.
Rex.
Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I do love how we have that little, what's the word? Little inspirational speech. I swear, I felt like I could scan some of these.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Alright.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I love this one, because he's like, I was just thinking on how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
I love every time we do something or like a mission and whatnot, we can go around the ship and just talk to our crew. I love it.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How did you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
I enjoy Presley, even though he's barely in the game. The little meeting room, which we're going to be in quite a few times. Like, literally, I love that, how every time you walk past they salute. Really sells the immersion that you're on a military vessel. I think there's Caden. Alright. Well, this is our new quarters, officially. This is the captain's quarters. Right, there's Caden. I know I can definitely scan something here. Yep. There's our little cryo tubes there. Dr. Chuck was. I want to see if she says anything different. Probably not.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. I wanted to travel, but humanity needs the Alliance. But there's something special about working.
How well do you know
I'd
them?
never tends to keep to himself, though. Well, most biotics, severe mental disabilities, insanity.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay, so she doesn't say anything new. It's funny how I do sometimes have to, like, stop for my animation to reset on my head, because otherwise he kind of, like, walks like he has some kind of neck problem.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
It's probably the last time I talk to Caden, because he's just boring. Now the fun part, we can dive on down and talk to everyone on the engineering deck. I love it.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Oh, there's the pistol. Goddamn. I got 248,000 for one of those. Alright, so he doesn't really have anything worth it. Let's see, can I scan anything else? Granted, they don't do anything. Though, fun fact, when you are leveling up and have a fresh new character and whatnot, you can, what's the word? Get XP whenever you scan something, so it's probably more worthwhile to do it when you have a new character. I just do it for fun.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Yeah, that all depends.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to... I understand, Commander. Commander, good to see you.
Nice. Ugh, do I want to bother talking to Ashley? I honestly don't know. You know, let's equip Rex. Why the hell not? Let's start with this, why don't we? What the hell? We don't have any... Oh god, we can't give him any weapons, can we? That's annoying. Wait, I need to buy that Savant one again.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Why not? Actually, you know what? We'll hold off on having Rex. Just for a little bit, anyway.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Come on.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Oh, this is the stuff I find fascinating. The whole, like, interaction between each species, like, their beef they have with each other. Oh, it's so fascinating.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Rex, you're great. God, I think I'll talk to Ashley just one time. Because I don't want to accidentally start a romance thing here with her.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit?
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Alright. Well, not gonna bother talking to her. The beauty of it is I can talk to Tally as much as I want, not have to worry about a romance option. Because you can't romance her in the first game, which is kind of a shame, because she's adorable. I love Tally, she's so cute.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You've got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Here we go, more lore.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation, too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Nice little fun facts about the Normandy. Making you really know the ship that we're on for the game. And now for Tally. Prepare for a bunch of lore.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
Yeah. So, yeah, they have really old ships in their fleet.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Oh boy, here we go. Whole bunch of information.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
More lore.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Well, no shit.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Hey, Stitcher, how are you? I am doing great. So, who wants to see our new puppy? I can bring her on shortly. Assuming she's not taking a nap.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often.
God, this lore is fascinating. I love the Quarians and Geth.
Their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Whole bunch of lore we just got. Okay, now what? You ready to see our new puppy, Stitcher? And everyone else watching? Well, let's go to the cockpit first. Cockpit. Nope, never mind. Let's just go here first. Oh, this music. I could literally go to sleep to this theme. Oh, hit the wrong button. I'm used to the other one where you zoom out with X. That's how they are in the other games. As far as away. Oh, damn. Oh, right, because you have the pregnant sister. Right. Well, unless you know everything's going well, though. The R's Dick said we do have to go there. I think it's in here. I get my mind busy with things. Alright, we'll head... I think it's in this system. I could be totally wrong. But once we arrive and are sure that's where it is, we'll go and recruit our final teammate. And I'll bring down our little puppy so you can all see her adorable face. Because, oh man, is she cute. And she's definitely over her jet lag. She's running around, wants to play with everyone.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard,
Oh,
this is Admiral
God,
Hackett
Hackett,
from
you're
Alliance
killing me.
Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Okay, once this conversation is done, I'll get the puppy, then she shall be broadcast to the world. Why is everything so expensive? I make a political joke, but I don't want to get canceled by all, like, the, you know, bunch of woke idiots, so... We all know the real reason. But, I don't know. Yeah, everything is ridiculously expensive now. Damn it, do it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our failsafes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to
Oh my
its
God,
processes.
Hackett. Wrap it up. I want to
We
bring the
could bomb
dog.
it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic.
We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facilities, weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Okay, I'll leave this on because I'm clearly in the wrong system. I forget which one she's in. She's in one of these. Doesn't matter. All right, I shall return with the new puppy. Bear with me, chat. I'll be right back. All right, chat, I'm back. Who's ready? In 3, 2, 1. There she is. Say hello. Say hello. Look at her. Oh. Right, look at her. We still don't have a name for her yet. But yeah. Isn't she adorable? Oh my god. She is 4 pounds, chat. 4 pounds. Well, I'm not gonna keep her too long because she is, like, still learning everyone and getting used to the house. Easy to kidnap, I mean rescue it. Oh no. We already love her, and we only had her since Monday. Oh. Oh, she's really getting tired now. She looks like she might go to sleep on me. But yeah, this is our new puppy, chat. Oh. As much as I would love to let her sleep on me, like, we're in, like, puppy training mode, so we can't let her wander just yet, because she will jump off my lap. Because she's already getting very excited already. So, we saw her for now. Hopefully when she returns, we'll actually have a name for her. Hello. There she is. As the year was fried. Alright, chat. Well, you have seen her. What about Dusty? Now, my mother's personally stuck between two names, Nala and Daisy. I kind of like Daisy, not gonna lie. Because her face does look like, you know, big flower exploded on her face. Oh. But we'll see. Alright, chat. He's so chill, I love it. Be right back, chat. keep my face on? Alright, why not? But yeah, that is our new puppy. Oh, told you she was cute, chat. God, is she here? You know what? Ironically, I think we were in the right spot. Alright, not a big deal. Yep, there it is. Therum, that's the one we want. Here we go. Obviously, gonna have our amazing squad of them. Oh yes, the first time we get into this vehicle. The Mako. Oh my god. Honestly, I know the controls for
Commander,
this...
I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
But yeah, I know people complain about like the controls for the Mako, but it really isn't that bad. And they did somewhat improve them. Still think I'm lying about my age. No, I am 30. And oh man, do I feel it. Oh, poor thing. Like, she's on the couch with like all the other ones who are just staring at her, and she like is already whimpering. She's like, nobody plays with me. Bailey does though, but Bailey's like kind of being like a little bit of a guard dog around her, like where she's like laying with her, just keeping an eye on her and guarding her crate when she's not in it, which is adorable. So that's a good sign. Bailey is upstairs, and she's absolutely fascinated by her little sister. Right. Where's the dropship? Now where's Minnie? Honestly, that's part of the reason why our mother wants to name her Daisy, because we already have Minnie, like Minnie Mouse. Well, Minnie's up there too, but her hair is really freaking long. Thankfully, they're getting groomed on Tuesday. Well, not the new puppy, but they need a haircut. They look like a mess. Too much fun in this game. Hey, this game's the GOAT. The reason I like RPGs is because of this game. Alright, and I can't get in that way, so I have to go around. I know people complain about the Mako, but it really isn't the worst thing. I think the Hammerhead is 10 times worse in Mass Effect 2. And he's made of freaking paper mache and like hopes and dreams. Also, it's pretty overpowered. Boom. Like giant, like Geth Juggernaut dead. Boom. Like, look at that. Alright, yep, those are the indestructible ones. Okay. And that is the way forward. Bam. Get out of here.
Clear.
Alright, boys, let's move in. You know, I will actually open these. Except those. He still, like, screwed up, like, all of the, like, running animations with this. The one great thing about Mass Effect 3, you can sprint, like, on demand. And it lasts forever. It's so nice having busted weapons. I mean, it's no Gears of War, but for the time, this combat was pretty good. Even though it was still considered kind of clunky. It's really not terrible. I played the game an excruciating number of times to where it doesn't really bother me. I acknowledge that it exists, but it's not hard. Oh, I'm so excited once we get Liara on the team. Because she's gonna be the one I romance. And full disclosure, you romance somebody in this game, you can absolutely cheat on them in the second game, which is hilarious, but because I am a loyal boy, that will not be happening. God, I wish you could romance Tally in this game. She's so adorable. Like this quirky ship nerd and all that. Love it. Okay, it's all Y. Alright. Now I'll grab those. There we go. I don't think there's another death in there. I don't think there is. We'll get used to seeing this screen, chat, because once we start exploring planets, that's going to be happening a lot. Alright, literally nothing. Alright, we continue. Really is ridiculous just how broken the Mako can be. Now, on Insanity, this thing's like wet tissue paper. It dies in, like, maybe 3 good hits from one of those things. But I already did that nonsense, so I never have to do it again. I already got all the achievements for this bad boy. Right after it launched, too. So I can just play the game without worrying about any specific challenge or nonsense. Come on, there you go. There's definitely a bunch of Geth up there, I can tell on the mini-map. Pretty sure they do have the same little, thing. If I run them over, they'll, like, get launched into space. Alright, let's see. Alright, that's enough of that. Boom. God, you get money so stupidly fast in this game. For, like, everything from just killing enemies to just opening something or scanning something. Highly recommend if anyone grabs this game. It's actually on sale for Xbox right now. You can get this game, which has all 3 Mass Effect games with all their DLC. With the exception of Pinnacle Station, but that DLC was trash anyway. For $9. So if anyone wants to pick it up on Xbox, feel free to give it a buy. $9 is a steal for this trilogy. Alright, that's nothing. We should be getting close to the dig site where Liara is stuck. And once we get her, we gotta head back to the Citadel. To do, I think, 4 more side quests? I think that's it. Because then the Citadel is going to be done for a very long time, and we don't need to worry about it until, like, the end of the game. Oh, 3 for 1. Aimed it just right. I love it. Oop, and we gotta go on, but now there. I forget it. I don't know if they patched it out in the Legendary Edition, but there was a way where you can jump because you have boosters and whatever to get the Mako over there and then just drive on through like a massive god of destruction. But honestly, with how strong our weapons are, it really isn't that different. They die in, like, what, 3 hits? I mean, look at this. They always do the wrong thing. You know what? Let's do pistols. I do enjoy this particular battle theme. Oh, they got him already. My god, those high explosive rounds are busted.
Jammers online.
Okay. There we go, the no-scope. Well, not a no-scope, really. Like, the accuracy on this thing is atrocious. You'd never be able to hit anything with this. I'll try, though. Nope, they got him. Like, the amount of punishment these things can take, and yet 2 shots can break it, is kind of dumb. At least you can tell, like, how long it takes for that to recharge. That was not in the original game. That little sprint meter. Okay, we are almost at the mine. Ah, yes, Geth Stalkers. These things are terrifying. Garrus! Take cover. Okay, we're already in cover. Fabulous. Yo, Dragonite, what's up? If you'd been here a little bit earlier, you could have seen the new puppy. You just missed her. Okay, get rid of the... Rid of them. God. And where you can scroll back about 10, 15 or so minutes, then you can take a look at her. But I'll bring her on again. Maybe not today. Because she's still, like, getting used to everything. Poor thing's only 4 pounds. Oh my god, the miss. See, I can no-scope.
We got them all, Shepard.
Alright. Into the mine we go. Yeah, let's run a bit farther. Come on. There we go. Our thing is jammed. My god. Demolishing them. Yeah, Let's blow up any barrels that are nearby. Last thing I want to do is get struck by one of those. Probably wouldn't really hurt me with how broken I am, but still. Right, that's where we go up. Yeah, this is a rather big cavern. Especially for the first game. Oh, the synchronized movements is so funny. All the way down we go. Oh. Well, how is everybody on this fine hump day? Ow. Thought I didn't have to. Ow. Alright, we're going down even farther. Right, they haven't spawned yet. There she is.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Oh, don't you worry, baby, I'm on it. Yeah, Geth, I know. Geth are awesome. They're so interesting. Ding! Somehow. Oh, miss me with that shield nonsense. Come on. Right, that's the giant laser I gotta hit. Hopefully I remember the combination to activate that thing. Guess we're about to find out. Yeah, there's that. Just double checking there's nothing else back here. Aha! There we go. Scram rail. Alright, fine. Okay, 80. Looks like we were pretty, close to... having a full wallet again, which is absolutely stupid. I think it's AXBY. For Xbox. AXBY. AXBYX. Okay. We're in. What we're not supposed to see. The untextured abyss. Oh, Jesus, Garrus. And there we are.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
My god, the Mass Effect 1 side-eye. Oh, I'll never get over it. Because once you notice it, you can't not see it.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on!
Hot take, I'm not the biggest fan of Liara's voice in the first
I
game.
believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Seren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Here it is, the side-eye again. Oh my god.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
Loving an elevator. Can't resist. Almost at the top. Okay, here we go. God, this fight is so brutal and insane. Or sanity, excuse me. But not on this difficulty.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
Yeah, he can, plow himself?
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill them. Spare the Asari if you can. Not, doesn't matter.
Okay. Sabotage. Got him. Get out of here. Oh my god. Alright, time to hoof it. Wow, I forgot how loud that was. Chad, do you want me to lower that? God, ventilator. Alright, what is it? Curse you, Dragonite, you drawing control. What is it? Alright, let's see.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
I love how he just says that for no reason.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
You wish, Ashley. Shut
May
your
seem
ass
like
up.
a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone
Are you trolling me, Chad? I don't know what letter is
It is
banned.
like someone came along
But
after
can't
the
start the
Protheans were
little
gone
contest
and
yet.
cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Oh, yes, the good old cycle. Never fails. Well, assuming you're not trolling me, chat. Okay, so it's... that character. Okay.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge.
Chat, you are mean.
Patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction.
I can win
Each
this,
time
chat.
a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations
Oh my
throughout
god,
galactic
stop
history,
spamming it.
the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring
I
out
am
why.
going to win.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear.
So it was frozen.
I am
Gotcha.
amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course,
Shut
you're
up,
right.
Ash.
I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me.
Can't stand her.
Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time
Her
to
voice
process
acting
all
is
this.
kind of
Still, it
mid.
could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Hot take, I know. Yeah.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
These idiots.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're
I did
taking the
not.
necessary security precautions.
Wait, that's an I? Not an L? Okay, for future reference, if a letter is banned, like use it in an example like a word and like have like an apostrophe or something around it, like parentheses around it, or make it capitalized. I don't know. All right, well I lost. So it's mid. It was I thought that was L. That looks like a lowercase L for me. Maybe I should just change my font. Okay, I can't do that. Alright, well, fair enough. God almighty. Alright, well, you won. I really have to do all these. There you go. I really don't know. I might like get rid of the letter thing only because it's so hard to like think of a word. Like it's easy to not say a word, but when it comes to not saying a word that has a letter in it, that's hard. I don't know.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
Because you're idiots.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
I love disconnecting them. It's so funny, but gotta go full Paragon. I can't help it. As fun as Renegade is, the repercussions down the line just make me like, it's like, no, I can't let these people die. Ugh.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
I wish there was a way to let them die in a Paragon route. Because if there was, I'd never spare them. They are quite literally insufferable. Okay. Now Liara is rescued. Which means we can also get lore from her. Okay, here we go. Got those. Got those. Joker does not have anything else new, I don't think.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun, fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing?
She's the best ship in the balance isn't what you'd expect. The Normandy's probably too much.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, so he doesn't say anything new. Okay then. Trying to think here. I don't think I'm missing anybody special or any interaction down in the ship yet. I do have to talk to Liara. I do kind of miss, like, Mass Effect 2 and 3, because, like, everybody's always saying something as you move around the ship, because in the first game, it's not as fleshed out, but not their fault, like, first fucking game. Reduce Tony Gel. Reduce Tony Gel, reduce Tony Gel, it doesn't really matter. Caden's boring, so I'm not going to talk to him anymore. But we are absolutely going to talk to Liara because we are going to absolutely romance her. Because the only other option is Ashley, and yeah, fuck that.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
No, Queen Mira, I have no other questions for you. And this is just basically a storage closet.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Oh, yes I am.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
Yeah, you'd still be in there.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know she... I'll admit, I actually really enjoyed Mass Effect Andromeda. Okay, talk about a hot take. I will say this, though, in its defense. The little that I've played of it, because I never bothered playing it more than... I want to say an hour, hour and a half. The combat is great. Hands down. And being able to switch loadouts on the fly that you set up for yourself or your character, that was fun. Everything else is dog shit. About that game. There's a reason why the Mass Effect franchise was put on ice once that game came out. And the game's incomplete. There was DLC planned, but it did so bad they canceled it.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Okay, what do we want to talk about first? Let's talk about her.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander.
Ooh, yes, you are.
I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
God, he's laying it on thick.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Oh, and the other good thing that's about Mass Effect Andromeda, you can romance a female Turian. Call me crazy, but in comparison to the normal Turians, as far as, like, you know, the female aliens you can romance or whatever, female Turians are kinda hot. There, I said it.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers
As I bob
into
my
the
head to
future.
this Normandy
They seek the truth of what
theme
is
song.
yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested
Agreed.
in the
See?
secrets
I'm
of the
not alone.
past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds
God,
like
I hope that's an
became
option in
archaeologist
whatever Mass
simply to
Effect
spite
5 or
Benezia.
whatever it's going to be called is.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
another reason I like Liara, because I'm a huge history nerd too, so she checks all the boxes for me.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No.
So she's
I did not mean
way
to
too
insinuate.
formal in the first game.
I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
My god, I love how he's just trolling her and she's like having a panic attack. Oh my god.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Oh god, no. Wait, did I didn't even talk about these yet. Oh lord.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years,
In-depth
but I
study.
know her, and this
Hey,
was
she can
not
do an
like
in-depth
her.
study on me
Something
anytime.
changed.
Too bad she's not real.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the
God, I gotta get
first
my
species
glasses
to
adjusted. They
discover
keep
the
sliding
Citadel.
off my face.
We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Such as?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no
That's
real
not what she
meaning
really
for
looks
us.
like.
We still require a partner to reproduce. This
You mean the
second
motion
parent,
capture
however,
or
may
her
be
voice
of
actress?
Any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
The race she is. Oh. What she really looks like. I personally think her Mass Effect 3 appearance is the best. Because she looks the most alien, but also the most similar to a human, if that makes sense. Granted, it's the third game of the series, but, I don't know. Like, her look in Mass Effect 3, like, just how she looks and how she's kind of designed is, like, my favorite overall.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species.
And it's a
Asari
myth.
daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood.
Essentially the
Though no
mud
Asari
blood
would ever be
of the
cool
Mass
enough
Effect
to say the
universe.
word to my
For you
face,
Harry Potter
it is
fans.
a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are.
If anyone knows the trilogy, we all know that's a lie.
Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
They look like them, and Dakota Sukukoga no one else really looks like. Okay. I think you're basing that off of that conversation that's in the bar on Ilium 2, where it's those 3 coworkers who are like having a stripper on the table. And they're like, what are you talking about? She looks just like us. And she's like, no, they not. They look just like Solarians. And I'm like, they're literally blue humans with like hair pieces on. I think we can all agree that's what they really look like. Which is why it works. Just different enough.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them.
Same thing with pets.
And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Okay. Yeah, we did go through both dialogue options. Yeah, because then she's talking about, like, how their their physiology works and all that. Okay, so yeah.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Oh my god, the I should go. That will never not be funny. I don't think I can equip her with anything yet, can I? You know what? Let's check. Oh, Jesus. Thank God for the spread of elevators. Absolute godsend.
Commander, how are you? Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
They really make Garrus very quiet in this game. Like, his voice isn't loud enough. Or something.
What? Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough, but you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I'm kind of annoyed we never get to meet Garrus' father. That'd be awesome.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Not so true, my boy.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him.
Exactly.
And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Screw Ashley, not gonna bother talking to her ever. Okay, let's see real quick. Okay, so I can totally just, like, let her have this on, then. I don't think she can ever wear heavy, stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just get this done. There's got to be a bunch of these shield things here. Shield interface and yeah, adjust plating. Okay, definitely the Sokolov. I'm not really going to bother worrying about her too much because of, well, quite frankly, at a certain point, like, there's no real need to have her use any of these. So, yeah, Savant, why the hell not? Bionic amp. Sure. And, well, everyone else is geared up to who I want. I'm annoyed I can't put any armor on him until I, I guess sort him out, which is a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Well, honestly, with this on, I don't really have to care too much about what he's using. Sure, and everything else is worse. Alright, that's fine. Until we get him in our squad, we can't exactly, power him up, which is a little annoying, but, not too bad.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core.
Love Rex.
I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought I was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Well, that's terrifying.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay. God, did that glitch still persists? I gotta, like, walk away from somebody entirely for it to work. Alright.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard.
Makes sense.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
Facts.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
I should go. I should go. I should go. That reminds me. Oh, God. Heroic VI. Yep. That absolute nightmare. Ah, well. Won't have to worry about that for quite a bit. Well, not necessarily, but... And we've talked to everybody that's worth talking to. Forget Caden because he's boring. And we're out of here. All right. Now we are going to fly all the way back to the Citadel before we go into any of these. Just yet. Because now that we have Rayar, there are some missions we can do on the Citadel. I think we get one right after we leave the ship. Which is hilarious.
Message coming in.
Yep, there it is.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Ah, yes, that side quest. So I do have to leave to do that one. Gotcha. Unfortunately, this will be the last time we go here for... I think to the end of the game, if I'm remembering this right. Yep. Alright. Time to disembark. There should be 4 quests so we can grab it. The one right outside. The one with, the one with the couple. The other Emily Wong one. And the 4th Estate. I always remember that name for whatever reason. Don't ask me why. From Nasana down to the Presidium. Alright. Oh god, do I want to upgrade these 2 idiots now? Well, there's not going to be combat, so I could just bring out these 2.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
There we go. Okay. Whoop. Here we go. Okay. I do want Singularity maxed. Alright, so that's... Barrier stasis, first aid. Okay. Well, electronics is maxed. Barrier. Warp. Well, these two could be. So it's a 3, 4, 5. So lift and warp. What's the difference? So what? It's like 9 seconds to 12. Well, throw. I want her to have like a goddamn force push. So let's do warp and lift. There we go. Here we go. Increases melee damage by. That's ridiculous. Look at that. Okay, I definitely need combat armor maxed out. And his fitness. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Well, isn't that ideal? So Liara is more or less fine with all that. And that's yeah. Anything that's a 10 I'll keep. So that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, that Rex. Here we go. There we go. Heavy armor, Krogan. What is that? Guardian? Colossus, or do I want to give him that? Damage protection, but... why not? Let's keep him with that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, wow, we're all wearing the same exact outfit. Let's go! That's kind of funny. Well, that's good. Now I don't have to worry about kitting them up ever again.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You in the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates, rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours, 120 billion credits at element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
Incorrect. Do you read history?
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Damn right.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
Yes, we can.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
We need to kick ass and take names. And we're all out of names.
I think the Normandy is a good ship, sir. Even if you disagree, you have to see that her joint construction and multiracial crew make the Alliance look better.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The Alliance navies is to win wars. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
I mean, I know where he's coming from, but at the same time, I'm like, don't you insult my crew. Get the fuck out of here. That was the... Wait, what? Okay, snap inspection. I thought that was gonna be, in there, but for whatever reason, it's not. Okay, whatever. Not a big deal.
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic
Yep,
extremists.
that's side quest.
The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
I think I already have that. Where is the paparazzi lady? There she is. Oh, nope, we did not have that one.
Commander Shepard? Khalees had been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
They know better. Nah.
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Saren instigated the attack on our colony at Eden Prime. Once his involvement was proven to the Council, I was assigned to bring him in.
That's surprising, Commander. The official line says Eden Prime was attacked by rogue synthetics. Good luck in your mission. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
And I didn't lie. Okay, what is that? How was the Fourth Estate? What? Okay. Well, that was snap inspection, so where is... What's her face? Emily Wong. She should be here, I think. Right? Yeah. Yes.
Commander Shepard, could I have another word with you? Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers.
We can tell by the dress.
I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
That seems like a step down from wide-scale corruption.
Actually, in a way, it's more important. This isn't about people getting rich. This is about safety. I've heard rumors that the space traffic controllers are overworked to a dangerous degree. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack the story.
If you crack this story, what's likely to happen?
Ideally, there will be calls to improve working conditions by hiring more controllers and upgrading systems. The Council won't pay for improvements voluntarily. This story will provide that pressure.
What will this bug allow you to pick up?
Just audio and video. I'm not trying to tap into the traffic control system if that's what you're worried about. I just need to hear and see them in order to correlate their activity with traffic efficiency.
Everyone knows space traffic controllers are overworked. How is this news?
Pretty much.
There's a difference between overworked and dangerous. Traffic at the Citadel has increased by 300% in the last century, but traffic controller resources haven't kept up. We already have several last-minute wave-offs per week. Do we have to wait for a full-blown disaster?
This bug you want me to plant, could it interfere with traffic signals?
Absolutely not. I made certain that the frequencies it uses won't interfere with anything.
I can't promise anything, but I'll see what I can do. Give me the bug.
Yeah, we're not doing this.
Excellent.
Nope.
Just place it on a terminal with a good view of the area. Thanks again for your help. In the long run, this story is going to save lives.
That's nice, but we're not doing it.
Hello again. Is there a problem? I'm not detecting any signals from the bug yet.
Lie. I already did it.
I'm not going to plant this bug. This isn't a good idea.
It is not.
Why not? The controllers need someone to tell their story, and the public deserves to know.
It's all under control. Were you truly concerned, or just digging for ratings?
No, of course not. I'm trying to protect public safety. I'm trying to help people. I'll have to rethink this story. Maybe if I sell it as tough workers in a thankless job, they'd give me an interview. Here, thanks for investigating and for new information. I'm going to talk to my publisher.
Typical journalist. Give me those Paragon points. Okay, so that was the other one. And we already did snap inspection, planting a bug. Fourth Estate. So we have one more we can grab on the Presidium and get done, and then we can go talk to Nasana, and I think... Nope. I'll save the best one for last. I forgot there's one in the wards we can do, but we'll do that a little bit later. Alright, the financial district is where they should be, on that bench. There they are.
I'm telling you, this is not what Jake would want.
Who are you to tell me what my husband would want?
I'm the only person making sense right now. You're endangering your baby.
This baby is the only thing I have left of Jake. I don't care what you think, Michael. It's my decision.
I know you're hurting, Rebecca, but don't let your grief hurt your baby too.
Can I help you with anything?
Perhaps you can talk some sense into her.
I don't need anyone to talk sense into me, Michael. I'm not undergoing the treatments.
My sister-in-law here is pregnant, and she's refused to let the baby undergo gene therapy in utero.
I'm certain that she has a good reason. I'd like to hear both sides.
My husband Jacob died from a rare heart condition several months ago.
There's a chance that the baby could develop the same heart condition, but routine gene therapy can eliminate it.
A very small chance, Michael. And extranet reports say the therapy could harm the child.
It's less dangerous than the genetic enhancements that every soldier in the Alliance receives.
What are the chances that your child will develop the heart condition?
According to the doctors, there's a 1 in 50 chance. And if my baby develops the condition, medical treatments are available.
Which are nowhere near as effective as simply getting the gene therapy.
That guy is 100% Fred Tatasciore. Same voice actor as Saren and Baird from Gears of War. When he's yelling, I can easily tell. If that isn't him, then I guess I'm stupid.
What are the chances that gene therapy could hurt the baby?
1 in 300 at most.
But extranet articles say there could still be long-term complications we don't know about. Don't you understand? If my baby is that 1 in 300, I will always wonder if I killed my baby for nothing.
It's Rebecca's child, Michael. I think you should honor her decision.
Damn it, she's not choosing. She's acting blindly out of grief.
Still her choice, though.
I know you want the best for your brother's child, but this isn't your decision.
Of course it is! I'm the closest thing to a father this baby is going to have.
Then support the baby's mother. Stand with her when she makes tough decisions.
This baby is the only thing my brother... It's all I have left of him. I need to know that the baby's safe.
It's all I have left too, Michael.
I just want Jacob's child to be safe. I want to give him that much.
We will. I promise. Thank you for talking with us. I appreciate it.
And another side quest down. Beautiful. Now we see that couple again later on in the trilogy. I won't spoil what happens, but every single choice we make does have an impact, which is why Mass Effect is amazing. Trying to think what else. Oh yeah, don't you think it's weird that it's heavily implied that she gets with the brother after her husband dies? Is it me? That sounds a little bit off. Even though if the intent behind both of their actions are purely for the baby's sake, I can't help but feel that's a bit weird, don't you? Am I crazy? Let me know, chat. I think all I need to do is talk to Nasana. And then go down to the wards. Can't forget the wards, because that would be bad. Okay, and she's right in the bar up here, where I kept checking and she wasn't saying anything else. So she contacts me. I don't remember that being a thing. But whatever. Not a big deal. There she is.
Commander Shepard, I am Nasana Dantius. I see you got my message.
It sounded like you needed some help.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on the cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
I'm sorry for your loss.
This is where it gets complicated. Last week, I received a message with her voice on it. Dahlia is alive. The rest of the crew was killed, but she was taken prisoner. The slavers demanded a huge ransom from me in exchange for returning her unharmed.
Why didn't the raiders kill Dahlia along with everyone else?
My sister probably told them who she was. My family's very wealthy, Shepard. They must have realized she was worth more to them alive.
Coming up with the ransom seems like the best way to ensure Dahlia's safety.
That's what I thought. I did what they wanted, transferred the funds to the account they specified. Only they never released her. They haven't contacted me since. I've made a terrible mistake, Shepard. I'm a diplomatic emissary. By law, I'm required to report any attempted extortion to CSEC immediately. But I was afraid for Dahlia, so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. And if anyone finds out what I did, I could end up in jail.
Why would they put you in jail? You're the victim here.
Government representatives on the Citadel are not allowed to negotiate with terrorists. It's too dangerous. Paying a ransom would only encourage more kidnappings. I support the law in theory, but when I got the message, all I could think about was Dahlia's safety. I doubt they would actually send me to prison for what I did, but they would strip me of my post, and Dahlia would still be in the hands of the slavers.
No, for those who know, you know. Mm-mm. That's all I'm gonna say, for anyone who doesn't want to be spoiled.
You want me to find her and bring her back?
You only need to bring her back. I've already found her for you. I tracked the ransom payment through several accounts. Eventually, it led to a small mercenary band operating out of the Artemis Tau cluster.
We were just there.
Go to the Merc base, take them out, and bring my sister back. You shall be well rewarded.
Anything you can tell me about the mercs who have your sister?
Pretty much what you'd expect. Rough, dangerous, and well-armed. Nothing a Spectre cannot handle, though.
Can't you hire someone else to do this?
I do not want to take chances with my sister's life. I need a Spectre. Besides, you operate outside official channels. My superiors cannot find out I never reported the ransom in the first place.
How'd you find out who was behind the ransom?
I have resources. Contacts and credits can go a long way, especially if you're willing to bend the rules. I already broke the law when I paid the ransom. This couldn't make things any worse.
Keep your reward. I'll bring your sister back. I promise.
Thank you, Shepard. I knew you were the right man for the job. Come back and see me when the job is done.
All right. That one's finished. And we just have one more thing to do. Down in the wards, though part of me wants to bring different crew members for this. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that instead. I wish I could change my squad. Alright, let's go to CSEC and go back to the ship. And then we'll head down to Cora's den.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars. Many Council worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni. In a rare admission of debt, several Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories the uplifted Krogans made possible.
I don't know, I can't change my... I thought I could change my squad without going into the Normandy. Or am I thinking of Mass Effect 2? I might be thinking of 2.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in
God, it loads so fast that I don't have like time for the progress
Logged.
thing to go.
The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Okay. Now back to our usual squad. Let's go.
Equalizing interior
Look at
pressure
us.
with
Fully kitted
exterior
out here.
atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
The only time where we don't have them as our squad is going to be when, like, certain side quests, like 2 of them. Well, actually 1. I'm probably going to switch out one of them for Rex.
The Quarians endangered the entire galaxy when they let the Geth break free. I hope your people are properly contrite, Tali.
As the Turians are properly contrite for releasing the genophage upon the Krogan.
Ooh!
You're assuming that sterilizing them was a mistake.
Oh my god. The banter's too funny. Right. To Cora's Den we go. Although, I do want to go this way. Conrad Runner might still be here. And he is. And that guy's still complaining about his...
Welcome back, Earth Clan. Will you be needing supplies for your return to the colonies?
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent.
Yeah. Thought he carried more stuff. Oh well.
Hey, Commander Shepard, it's me, Conrad Werner. Remember me? There are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And they also say that you don't take crap from anybody. You're showing them what humans can do. Hey, can I get your picture?
I don't have a problem with it, but why?
You're a hero, Shepard. Decades from now, humanity's going to remember you, and I'll have your picture. Just hold up your gun. Perfect.
Oh my god.
Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Okay, full disclosure, he does not have a wife. I'm not even kidding. He just is a super fan of Shepard. Take that knowledge with as you will. Yeah, he's not creepy or anything. He's just very enthusiastic about being a fan. I mean, there are worse things, so that's his biggest flaw, then honestly, we kind of got off a bit easy. Can I... Please tell me this is just a... Oh, that's an elevator in it. Yes, it is. Probably should have just gone the other way to Cora's Den. I don't know. Was that the one that they kind of like cut from that Scanning the Keeper mission? Let's see. Is he here? He should be. And he is.
They told me it was you, but I didn't believe it. Shepard grew up and turned into a soldier.
Have we met?
Name's Finch. You probably don't remember me, but we ran together in the 10th Street Reds. Maybe you don't remember it yourself, running in a gang. None of the vids mention it when they're talking about you.
My history is a matter of public record. I've got nothing to hide.
Really? What if someone gave an interview talking about Commander Shepard's history in the gangs? We're not trying to cause you trouble, Shepard. We just want a favor, for old time's sake.
This
One
piece
of the
of
Reds,
shit.
Kurt Wiseman, got picked up by Turians. We'd like you to talk to the Turian guard in the bar and get Kurt out.
What was this guy arrested for?
Some stupid minor offense. Maybe he had a little red sand. You know how the Turians are. They declared him a problem, and they're shipping him back for a trial.
You're not asking me to break Wiseman out of jail, are you?
Of course not. But word has it you've got some pull with the aliens. All we're asking you to do is pull a little for us.
What was one of the 10th Street Reds doing in Turian space?
Since your days, the Reds have expanded. We do some salvage, a little shipping here and there, that kind of thing.
If you can't tell, they are basically just a gang.
My gang days are over, Finch. Get out of my way.
Suit yourself, Shepard. If you change your mind, he's over in Cora's den. Take care of this, and you'll never see me again. And Shepard, you might not run with the Reds anymore, but you really don't want us as your enemies.
And you really don't want me to be your enemy. You dumb shit. It's always funny whenever somebody tries to strong-arm you when they really have absolutely zero power over you. I'm trying to think. I don't think... Is there anyone else even in here? No, there is not. I'm thinking of Omega in 2.
Can I help you?
A human named Finch wanted me to use my authority as a Spectre to free Kurt Wiseman.
The xenophobe? I should have known he'd have friends. Thank you for the information. We'll increase the guard on his cell.
I knew you'd rat us out, Shepard. Now it's payback time. When we're through telling our story, the aliens will all know what the first human Spectre really is.
My bio is public record. Everyone knows that I ran with gangs as a kid.
They don't know that the Reds target aliens specifically. We've got the backers to handle off-world missions. Your alien friends won't like you so much when they hear what your gang did.
What do you want, Finch? What gets you out of my life?
What do I want? I want aliens off of Earth. I want the Council to stay out of humanity's business.
Close-minded stupidity.
The 10th Street Reds was a gang, not an Earth First movement.
They're a human movement now. You think the Vids will make that distinction?
Yeah, they
I
will.
can find a dozen Reds who'll swear they saw you kill aliens for fun. Who's going to believe you then?
This won't help you. Ah.
If you want humanity to be strong, a smear attack on the first human Spectre is a bad idea.
The Spectre is right. This is humanity's chance to prove itself. There's even talk of earning a council seat.
Of course you'd side with Shepard. You want someone who's in bed with your kind.
Fuck this guy, for real.
We need the other races, Finch. That's the best way to strengthen humanity.
Fine, Shepard, you're right. You're not one of the Reds. Maybe you never were.
Thank God. Piss off, please.
That man is a xenophobe who thinks he can blackmail a Spectre. You should have killed him.
That's not the way I work.
Goodbye, human. It'll be interesting to see what kind of Spectre you turn out to be.
I love that little side quest. And that's because I always stick with the default background. Survived on a cruise, sole survivor. And I was an orphan on Earth who ran in gangs until I joined the Alliance and basically cleaned myself up. Which is Earthborn. Like, each background has its unique little quest. I forget what the other two are called, but there's 2 other unique quests that only show up if you have said background. They don't have a huge impact on, what do you call it? Like, later on in the games, but they do have some impact, and they have some, like, little random things that happen because of choices you made with these specific background quests. You know what? Let me double check. Let's see. Okay, we did that. I'm just making sure we did all of our Citadel quests before we can really start going off the reservation and start exploring the planets and whatnot. Yep, we did that. The squad member side quests will show up eventually. We did that, we did that, did that, did that. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. And alrighty. The rest is just other stuff that we can just do based on other things. Now I could make my way to the DLC, but I'd rather save like a new stream for that so we can start that off in the very beginning. And all these randoms ones we got in space. Well, depending on which system we go to, because I have the wiki pulled up on my phone. So when we get to a planet, I'll actually know where everything is on the map, so I can just hit the markers and just drive to it instead of wandering around aimlessly. The one kind of, I guess, controversial part of the first game, but it honestly isn't too bad, because in my opinion, the exploration is better than Starfield, which says everything you need to know. And the good thing is, once I'm done with the first game, I don't have to worry as much about planet maps, because they either have a mission on them, because you can scan for them, or they don't. Because then you can just mine them for minerals. Which, because I plan on importing my Mass Effect 2 save anyway, which is basically copying everything I'm doing here, so no change will be different, really. That won't really be an issue. We don't really need to mine planets as much, or really at all, because they're mostly for research upgrades and research upgrades, ship upgrades, and weapon upgrades. Otherwise, they're pretty much useless. Alright, so Citadel-wise, we are kind of done, with the exception of Conrad Werner. God, I wish I could just get him done. I'm trying to see if we can head back. And he's there again. No, he's not. Damn it. Alright, so eventually we'll just come back. Maybe after the first, maybe after the DLC I'll do it, because I think it's like another major mission completed is when he respawns again for the third and final time.
In a further development in the Eden Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a Council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
Alright, let's now finally start our galaxy exploration. Oh boy. Unfortunately, that's what most of the side content rallies around.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I mean, it could be a lot worse, but it could be a lot better too.
The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
I mean, at the very least, the planets themselves are handcrafted, even though they copy and paste the same structures everywhere. They're actually placed.
Message coming in.
Oh, here we go.
Patching it through.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired.
Of course it did.
She shouldn't have ambushed you like that. But you handled it pretty well.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot.
As most paparazzi do.
Other matter, however. The Citadel has been trying to play down Saren going rogue. It makes the Spectres look bad.
Fucking Council, I swear.
Politically inconvenient.
Tough shit.
I wasn't aware of that. I won't discuss him again, sir.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Alright, let's see. Where are we going first? Yeah, there is nothing here. Funny enough. Alright. Probably gonna save that for later. Like, all the major planets, I do that after any significant, or all the side quests are more or less done. Then we do one, and then some more side quests pop, I do them. Then I go to another mainline planet, and then we go so on and so forth until the game is done. Because the base game right now, we can absolutely bum rush it. Without question. The local cluster. Oh wow, we'll be able to do the moon. Local cluster. I do like how in Mass Effect 2, like, they kind of, like, limit how far you can stretch out on this because, yeah, it's an invisible wall. I'm dragging myself around. So we can only go to the Soul Cluster. And I think we can only land on the moon, which is good because we do have a side quest there anyway. That rogue VI that Hackett told us about. Alright, start here. I always go in there because the only way to scan certain things is to go up there. So local cluster, let's see. Okay, we can only seemingly land on Luna. Yep, good old Earth. 11.4 billion. So what are we up to right now? About 8? Right, is that what we're up to now? Like about 8 billion? Wild when you think about it. Good old Mars. Oh my god, the frickin' wiki froze up again. Tell me there's nothing in that asteroid belt, for real? Oh, for Christ's sake, come on. Oh my god, the goddamn wiki freaking crashes. Why are there so many goddamn ads in one of these things? I don't get it. Okay, let's see. So, we just gotta land on Luna then, and then we should be all good. Let me pull up its map and enjoy this beautiful music. Assuming this damn thing loads. Alright, there we go. So, there's nothing on any of these. There's Jupiter. I wonder if I could scan any of these. Doesn't look like I can. There's Saturn. Uranus. As opposed to Uranus. Neptune. And Pluto, which, back in 2007 when this game first came out, it was still considered a planet instead of a planetoid. Well, I was raised to have it be a planet, so I'm going to call it a planet till the day I die. Orbital period, 247 Earth years. That is crazy. Alright, landing on the moon. And of course, we are taking our trusty squad here. And here we are. It's funny though, because Earth is actually a mirror of what it really is. As you can see, the Gulf of Mexico up there. It's flipped. But we're on the moon. Oh, wait. Oh, they fixed it. Oh, okay, because in the original, it was going the other way. Well, that's cool. You can see the U.S., Mexico, and parts of South America, as well as good old Canada. And where's the map? Here we are. Well, that's the Alliance training ground. That's where we have to go. Because not everything is labeled on here. You gotta find, like, deposits, which is kind of annoying. Okay, so we could go here. Alright, so let's go there first. So off we go on the moon. This is pretty cool, though. I do like how we can go on it. It's just that the problem with, like, the Mako areas is that, like, some of them are, like, annoying to navigate. But every planet you can land on has, like, the same square size and a different skybox and different terrain. But still, it is, not exactly the best. And there actually is no, Easter egg to the moon landing, like where it technically would be, or something. Which is a little unfortunate, but I don't know. I feel like they would slide an Easter egg in there. Alright. Well. Like, there's turrets there, and you can hear, like, the Rachni song there. So, like, they're not necessary, so we do need to go up there for the side quest with the Rogue VI. The worst thing about the Mako, honestly, is just climbing with it. But it's honestly not too bad. Yep, way over there is our destination. You can kind of see the edges of the actual map. Like that right there is rendered. That's actually just a placeholder thing over there. Like the distant mountains, those don't actually exist. Those are like not 2D sprites, but like they're just like a fake placeholder. Like they're not actually And yep, we gotta go into all three of these. So first things first. Because the first one was infamous for crashing, like, here, so I would have to redo an entire planet's, like, search and whatnot. So we'll save right here. But this game practically never crashes, which is a good thing. So all three of these bunkers are more or less the exact same as any other bunker you see in the rest of the game, which is... I feel it has to be partially due to, technical limitations. As you can see, it doesn't really do anything too ridiculous. Alright, so that should be a fighter drone. Yep. Well, as Hackett said, it basically went rogue and is now hacking all the defenses. My god, it's this. The only problem is it's literally the same exact design. The only difference is like the different wire they have around each one. So they all kind of blend together, but it's kind of like in Oblivion, how they had one guy, I think it was, who designed like every single cave in there. So they all started to kind of look and feel the same. So we gotta go through all three of these bunkers and destroy every single power relay that's in here. So being vented into the bunker, that's not really a big deal. I always go through here, because, like, these did not have holograms on them in the original one. I'm, like, 90% sure. First of three clusters is offline. So yeah, we got two more of these. Granted, they're right next to each other, but still. God, I wish you would just run forever. I mean, not that you're slow. But, you know. Gotta go fast. Alright, we're out of there. Ooh, not that. Ooh. Oh, wait. I guess. Alright, and another save. Just in case, because you never know. Do we still have our helmets on? We do. I honestly don't know what those do. I think that actually lowers the amount of enemies that we have to deal with. Though I could be just flat out wrong. Alright, nothing there. Oh, God. I know I said I wasn't going to do anything crazy here, but these, what are they called? What are the rounds I have on again? I don't need polonium rounds. I used to use those like crazy, but not anymore. Alright, sledgehammer rounds. So those things are fantastic. The force they go and hit with is amazing. I really don't know if, like, breaking those power junctions does anything. I don't think they do. I mean, it certainly doesn't look like they do. Because there didn't seem to be less of them. Maybe that's when it starts sending in drones after I start destroying the VI conduits. That could be. Like, the fact that we're so strong, it's like that these, like, poison gas things don't really do anything is hilarious. Yep. Now it has barriers around them. Granted, we can just shoot around it. Really is wild just how overpowered the Spectre weapons are. I do kind of miss that, like the more RPG aspects of Mass Effect 1. Like, it does get a lot more streamlined and more action-oriented as this series goes on. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just like part of me wishes some of the RPG roots that you have in this game carried over to some of the later entries. But again, that's a very minor nitpick. All three of them are great. Now, it'd be nice if you just, like, warp on out, but you can't. Okay, and one more bunker to go. Which should be this one. Okay. 9. There we go. Now is when the thing's gonna start pulling out all the stops. Maybe Power Junction is where they go for something else. I honestly don't know. Nothing. Oh, wrong one. What's the blasted grenade button again?
Huddle up. Eat this.
Okay, so it's X. It was up on the D-pad on the original version, so that's what it was. Gotcha. You know what? I think I'll switch to the shotgun. Let me look at that. Now these things are not... Oh god. Don't fall through the map, please. Forgot about that. I don't know, maybe I'll like keep the shotgun. It's accurate enough, so it's not really the worst thing. It hits like a truck, so anything that gets hit by it's gonna feel it. Oh, we're almost there. Boom. This is security drones powering up. In the last desperate attempt, it has to attack. As you can see, Spectre weapons are stupid. With how strong they are. And this will be the last one. Boom. Yep, specialization class. Oh my god, we got this stupid thing from them. Really? Anything that isn't 10 is getting scrapped. Oh my god, why do we have so many? How long does this go? Alright, we're out of here. And that's the quest done. Let's not go that way. Don't want to glitch myself through space. That's surprisingly easy to do with those things. Alright, let's get out of here. Right. And we're out of here. Really? No word from Hackett? That's kind of shocking. Exodus cluster. Yeah, we'll just go along the whole route until we've gone to every single planet we possibly can and all that good stuff. So it's definitely going to be a bit of a schlep, but nothing we can't handle. So it's Utopia versus Asgard. I'm surprised Hackett didn't call us. We don't want to land on that yet, because that's the DLC. Terra Nova. Nothing there. Tier. Thank you, God of War, because I know the significance of all these names now. And Loki. And there is literally, like, nothing else in here. So what about down here in Utopia? Good old Arcadia. Oh. Eden Prime, yo! It's where we started. Zion. Nirvana. Is there absolutely nothing here? You're kidding me. And Xanadu. Really? I kind of find that surprising. Nothing in the Exodus cluster, so Horsehead. This one definitely has a bunch. I know that for a fact. Strenus Pax. We're not going to go in Novaria anytime soon, so don't worry about that. Svarog. Novaria. Get out of there. I'm amazed we haven't had to land on anything yet. Other than the moon. Here we go, survey. Atriox writings recovered. Wow. Kinda crazy. I wish you could scan all those from orbit. For ones that don't have a quest associated with them. Just like scan, you get everything that's on the ground. Alright, Strenus. Actually. Yeah, let's do that instead. Medallions. I feel like we have to land on something here. Another gas deposit. So we're slowly going to start all the mineral gathering. Anyone? No. Level 1 cold hazard. Okay, that's the Majesty. That's where that is. Okay, perfect. Let's just take a look here. What do we got on our plate here? Yep, all the valuable minerals, signs of battle, and the Asari writings. These three are the reason, like, to explore, like, at all on most planets. And some you can just survey from space, like you saw. But some can also just be grabbed from, like, exploring the surface, and then you find it, then you survey it by doing that little mini-game like you do when you're hacking something. Alright, let's go on to the MSV Majesty. As this is where... down to the planet of Zaywin. Captain Willem. So yeah, now we can head here. Zaywin. What are we in? Zoom out. Horsehead Nebula Strenus. Or Strenus. Why not? We'll do this quest while we're here. Wait, where are we? Horsehead. Gotcha. Okay, Fortuna doesn't open until later. Alright, let's see. Yep. Ooh, right, this is the one that has a cold hazard. Oh god, are there thresher maws here? Ooh. Okay, there is a thresher maw in here. But we are going to avoid it just because. Okay, well, we're going to be on here for a little bit. Because there is quite a... Now there's actually minerals on this planet. I don't know, I might get rid of the thresher maw. I haven't entirely decided yet. Because it is a little cold out here. On the planet, I mean. Yeah, privateers. Alright, where are we at? Anomaly, abandoned camp, anomaly, mercenary camp. Honestly, we can go in a loop like this. Probably the quickest way. Some ancient debris. Excellent. Up, and Turian insignias, that too. That's also one of those. Map. Here, and then just go all the way around there and get to the mercenary camp. Just gotta be careful I don't trigger these thresher maw. I will be careful though. I mean, they're not too bad, especially on this difficulty, but still. Best to not really tempt fate. We may not have a choice, though, because that... God, we're going to be, like, right in the middle of it, too. Ah, God. Oh, boy. There we go. Too bad they're all kind of worthless. There it is. Run, run, run. Because in the original, you have no idea where these things were. Move. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like fighting those things. Because they can easily two-shot you. No matter what difficulty you're playing on, they are just a bad time. I'm not going to bother repairing that because we should be fine. There's no more Thresher Maws on the planet. And it would be nice to at least get this side quest done. Or at least all the exploration bit of it done. Then we'd have to go back to him. But that's way later. Unfortunately, it looks like we're right by a mineral deposit, which should actually mark the other two on the map. Ooh, I should have parked a little bit closer. Heavy metal surveyed. Letting that go down a bit. Yep. Alright, so then it... This one? There's a mineral like there and there, then I think that's the one that actually shows them on the map. Just a shame that a lot of the major exploration is just traveling around here on barren planets with the Mako. At least there's music to like accompany it, otherwise it'd just be like dead silence. I'm curious though, is this the one that will mark all of the mineral deposits? I don't know. Okay, it does. Perfect. Probably should have gone there first. Whatever. We'll go there, 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 and then on to the mercenary camp at last. The beauty is we don't have to worry about any more Thresher Maws because they was only in that one spot. There is one planet I remember where there's like a bunch of them. And how I'm going to do my best to avoid them. If I can. It's down there, isn't it? Yes, it is. That little golden rock. Yep, some cobalt. There we go. Now on to that. Beacon was a Geth trap. Oh no. Well, not really. Not a big deal. We got this. Like, our shields are, like, stupidly powerful on this thing. And there we go. And, well, you know what? There we go. It's all repaired. Now we gotta wait for it to repair, be allowed to repair again. Alright. And... Yep, there, and then all that's left is the final outpost. Where we can go find Gareth's brother. Okay. Well, again, not the worst exploration, though it could be better. There we go. And that's it. That's all the minerals, and all that's left on this planet is that. Honestly, the most annoying planets are the ones that are hard to navigate and have a bunch of points of interest on them. Like Elitania, we're going to be on that planet for a long time. Okay, there is a bunch of turrets there. Well, so what did everyone think of the new puppy? I told you she was cute, chat. Pretty sure we got all of them. Ooh, hello. Well, there they go. Yeah, I get used to seeing this particular structure quite a lot because they all look the same. Ooh, not that. Good lord, no. There we go. In we go. I'm waiting for it. Enemies everywhere! Ooh, we got Krogan. So X was the grenade. Interesting. Alright, my teammates got that. More or less. Ooh, nice. I will take a pulse rifle. Maybe I should just hand that off to Tally. Because I like it when she has Geth weaponry, because like the already is not lost on me. There we are. why not? And he should be right in there. There's Willem's body. We're on a small data pad. Alright, that's not gonna blow up. So yeah, unfortunately, he bit the bullet. Alrighty. Alright. And with that, that planet is done. I don't think we'll have anything else to add to that. Let's just zoom out a bit. Horsehead. Yep, we get another system to show up, but not quite yet. Argos Row. Let me at least get that set up. Row, Hydra, Phoenix. And we don't get the other one yet. Fun. Now, will we get another quest here? I think we might. Let's see. Alright, that's where we'll leave it off for today, everyone. So, we're finally in space proper, and we'll continue exploring the Milky Way, getting up side quests along the way. And yeah, then we should be golden. So tomorrow's gonna be a bunch of exploration, a lot of chill exploration in the galaxy, talking to our crew, etc., etc. But yeah, can't wait to get into it. Alright everyone, thank you so much for joining me. As always, feel free to follow, subscribe, share the stream out there, build up my audience, all that good stuff. But yeah, have a great day everyone. I'll see you all in the next one. Later.